Welcome back, Buttes, and welcome to the Pucking Buttes podcast, the podcast where hockey brought us together, friendship has kept us close, and life has kept us laughing. We're here to talk about the wins, the wipeouts, and everything in between. No filters, no fluff, just two Buttes telling it like it is. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Jenna.
And we're here to crush this. That just kind of like
Every
stuck.
time.
Yeah, I feel like that just kind of stuck, right? Like that wasn't even like the intent of like the intro or the jingle or whatever we call it, but like it's like just true, right? We are here to crush it.
We're crushing it.
We are. All right. So today on episode 3, we are going to talk about I swear I do know what I'm talking about. It's the ADHD. It's like, blah, it's like, I'm over here and then I'm over here. Okay, we are going to talk about how hockey has changed our confidence, friendship, and identity. There we go. And then just some life lessons that hockey has taught us that apply to life. So with that, Jenna, would you like to tell me and the audience how hockey has changed your confidence and your friendships and your identity?
Well, first, I want to say that I think hockey is my identity as an adult. It's like I live, breathe, eat, sleep, whatever that saying is, hockey. Like, I'm pretty sure that has become my full identity. But as far as like confidence goes, I didn't really have a confidence right away for hockey when I was a kid. I was pretty shy and timid. And while I did have the skill, I was just really shy. So I didn't really have the confidence. Now, as an adult, I'd say I've gained my full confidence in the last 5 years, probably. And I think confidence is such a big thing when you play the sport. I think when you have confidence when you're playing, it shows. And I think that just came along with me getting confidence as in general, as a normal human. I became just such a much more confident person moving into my 40s, and it shows on and off the ice. But when I was little, I played scared. I didn't want to mess up. Also, as an adult, like that came along with my lack of confidence as an adult as well, especially when I played with men. I used to not like to play co-ed because I felt like I was never as good at them, because I think men's hockey is a different game than women's, right?
Right.
And they're a little bit faster. They're a little bit stronger. It's just a different style of play. So when I first started playing co-ed, I just didn't feel like I could keep up. And even beginner men, I feel like it's just different, right? Like they can be so new to the ice, but they can still have hands that I've never had. Granted, I was never taught hands as a kid, but like, I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I just feel like I guess I never played boys, right? I didn't like start playing hockey in boys, where like I had some friends that started playing hockey and they started right with like mites, went right to squirts, peewees, bantams, you know. I'm like, wow, that's great. That's awesome. But like, I never had that experience because I started so late. I started when I was 10. So it's like, you're right into U10, U12, you know what I mean? So I played with girls and I just feel like that's all I knew. Right. And then as I got older, right. And after, I don't even know when it was, like in college, right. I played a co-ed and I was just like, I just didn't like it. I don't know why maybe it is about confidence too, right? Like they are bigger, faster, stronger, right? But I really like, before, I think I've told you, like the team bonding. That's what I love about playing women's hockey. And even as an adult is like, you get to form a team, you form friendships, right? Long lasting friendships. Cause I will say, like, tying into like the topic of today, friendships is huge. Like I still to this day talk to so many people who I played hockey with at all different levels throughout my life, right? And my best friend Megan, she was
Wait, I thought I was your best friend.
I mean, you are, duh, right?
Just kidding. But, you can have more than one.
Megan has been since I was 10, when I first started playing hockey. Like she was out there and I met her, right? And then we've been friends ever since. She was my maid of honor at my wedding. She's the godmother to my kids. Like, just an amazing human being, and a person that's like a sister, right? And I feel like that's the
Yeah.
friendships that you gain, right? Like, look at you and I, right? We met each
Mm-hmm.
other and instantly became just the best of friends. Like, just
Yeah.
so much in common and whatever. And not that you can't get that from co-ed, right? Going back to your point, I don't know. I just personally prefer the cohesion that goes with
Yeah.
women's hockey.
Yeah, I think there's something to that. I
Yeah.
know a lot of guys that do have that group of buddies they've been playing with for a long time.
Hmm.
I think as far as style of play, women generally, in my opinion, play more of a team game,
Yeah.
where men, it's a team game still, obviously, but it's just different, right? Like we're
Yeah.
always looking for that next pass in that play with our teammates, where I
Hmm.
feel like men skated a lot more, right?
Yeah.
And that's not at every level, but I played with the boys one time when I was younger, and I think I was in middle school, and it was checking. It was a spring league, and I'm 5 feet tall, so pretty short compared to these guys. And this kid checked me into the boards with his elbow at my neck, and I'm like, fuck this guy, man. Like, really? And it just kind of showed me, like, at that point in where I was, because girls hockey was newer, I was like,
Hmm.
these boys don't want me playing with them, which that was kind of like the beginning of, I don't want to play co-ed. I don't want to play with boys.
Yeah.
Because when I was growing up, like, we were taught the physical aspect of the game. It was more the physical than like the skill that they learn now.
Hmm.
But not checking. We never had checking. It was more
Right.
like a ride them off the puck into the boards, like
Yeah.
that type of thing. And then I didn't play with boys again until an adult. And I've played in a lot of co-ed leagues, and it really, you have to find the right group.
Yeah.
I've played
I feel like
I
that's
played in
true.
Apple Valley, I played in Woodbury, I played in Hudson, I played in
Hmm.
St. Paul, all these different co-ed leagues. And I keep going back to the Blaine Thursday League because that group is the best. I drive 48 minutes every Thursday, 48 minutes both ways, to play with these guys. And that's like, I was going to tell you this the other day when you mentioned you preferred girls hockey, but if you ever came and played with this group, I think you'd have a completely different view on co-ed,
Yeah.
because I really think it depends on the group, right? And my confidence, going back to the confidence thing, like
Yeah.
it has grown so much with this group, and I really attribute my confidence growth a lot to playing with this group, because
Yeah.
it's just a great group. So,
I
kind of
think
got
that's
off.
awesome. No,
Yeah.
I think that's great. And I think that, I don't know, I feel like it's always good to try, right? And I feel like I really enjoyed the Puck Yeah men's. Like, I know, like, the men's league is supposed to be for men only, which is great. I think that's another huge thing that Puck Yeah has to offer that a lot of Minnesota doesn't have, right? We don't have a place for just men to go. We have a ton of women's
Hmm.
leagues, we have a ton of co-ed, but like, not a lot of options for men to go play hockey. So I think that what you're giving people in Puck Yeah is great. But when we were kicking it off and we put it out there and didn't have enough men, I mean, it was super fun. Like, everybody that came to the Puck Yeah men's league, like, we kind of had to make it co-ed, right? But
Yeah.
everybody was so fun, and it was really, I don't know, it was a good culture, right? So I definitely can see where you're coming from, that like, it's all about the culture and
It is.
who's
And the
there.
people.
Hmm.
Yeah, it,
Yeah.
it really is. And I think, the Thursday league I play in, I hope the Puck Yeah men's culture, like that's what I want for that.
Yeah.
And I was talking to someone a couple weeks ago trying to decide what Puck Yeah would look like, future forward, just with everything that's gone on. I really wasn't sure.
Hmm.
But he said culture over hockey is what I get. Like culture first, hockey second is the feeling I get from you for what you want for your league. And that is so true, because I think the culture is going to create the league, right? It's going to
Yeah.
create the hockey and the friendships and the confidence in people, when you have a welcoming group. So culture, yes, the men's culture, like I'm glad And that was like a hodgepodge of people, right? Because we were
Mhm.
pulling from different places because it didn't fill. But everyone was so great. And then anyone who it wasn't their cup of tea, they just didn't come back the next week, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
Because we know that's our culture is not going to be for everybody, right? So
Yeah. No,
yes,
I think that's awesome. And I think that I agree with you on the confidence piece, right? I feel like you learn early on when you play hockey that you're allowed to take up space on the ice, in the locker room, and in life, right? And hockey made me comfortable being uncomfortable, right? Like falling in front of
yeah,
people, making mistakes, passing to the wrong team, taking dumb penalties. It just teaches you, right, to get back up and keep trying. And I think that through my hockey career, right, like it didn't, confidence didn't come from winning. It came from
right,
knowing that I can handle hard things, right? And showing up the
yeah.
next day despite the challenges. I think like my favorite quote in life is like I tell myself, well, I have so many favorite quotes. I feel like I've got a walking quote book in my head, right? But like I can do challenging things. Like I'm always like, Jacqueline, you can do challenging things. When I feel overwhelmed and I'm like, you're right, I can. And yeah, so I feel like, I don't know, hockey has shaped my confidence too, just in many different ways. So, and I feel like it's not
Yeah,
like I know this like about hockey, right? But I feel like any sport like that's a team sport like this and like
yeah.
it's sports in general, it's like the best thing that you can do, and that's why it's like I don't know, I look at like my kids and they're my whole world, and I'm so blessed that I get to provide them with the opportunity to do all the sports that they want to do and do all
Mhm.
the things they want to do, right? Like it just makes me feel good as a parent, and I just look at them and how it's changed their confidence. And I'm like, and who they are, right? The little wonderful humans that they're growing up to, to be and are, right? Like it's amazing. And yeah, I just think that playing sports and getting involved at all ages is extremely important for confidence, friendship, and identity.
And teamwork, like it
Yeah,
teaches you so much.
it does.
Regardless really of the sport that it is.
Yeah.
I do think the hockey culture is a different type of culture.
Oh yeah.
And it might be a little biased. I think it's the best culture. It's really like a lifestyle. It's not just a culture, it's a lifestyle, and it's everywhere and it's amazing. And yeah, I mean, unfortunately my kids didn't play hockey.
Which I think is so funny. But like
I
you love
know.
it so much and like nobody wanted to play. They tried it
So
though, didn't
many
they?
they did, yeah. All 3 of them tried, just didn't stick with it, and that's fine. Like, I want them to do what makes them
Yeah.
happy,
Right.
and what they're passionate about. I didn't wanna push my passion on them.
Hmm.
Everybody will say, like, to me, "Your kids should have been born with skates on," and I'm like, "Dude, I know," but none of them were, which, selfishly, I'm okay with it in this way because it doesn't take away from my hockey. So, there's pros and cons to it, right? Like I wish I could have had that hockey
Yeah.
culture with my kids and hockey experience with them, but I had an experience in a different way.
Right.
And it didn't take away from me being able to play as much as I have over the last, gosh, my oldest is 18 now, so 18 years, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. Uh, I mean, when you say like live, breathe hockey, I mean, I feel like that's all. I feel like hockey is my life. Like work on Monday mornings. Like, do we even need to ask Jackie what she did this weekend? Like, especially in the winter, like don't even bother, right? Like either, and like I coach both of the kids. So
yeah.
I have two boys. I don't know if we've already established this in the earlier episodes.
I don't think we have talked about it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I coach both my kids. I have a squirt. Well, my oldest is Micah, and he's 9. He'll be 10 in March. And my youngest is Caleb, and he's 7, and he'll be 8 in September. So he's got a long way. He's like, oh, I'm almost 7.5. I'm like, yeah, that's true, but you're still 7 because I had to fill out his age on a form. There goes my ADHD again. Here I go. Anyways, Caleb's good. Caleb's 7, regardless of the halves. But coaching them, it's just like I love it. I think that it is like, it's that bond you get, right? And I think it's super cool that Tom coaches too. And like, it's like a family event. We all go to hockey, right? But it's extremely busy. Like they had a tournament. They both had tournaments this last weekend. One was in Mora, one was in Forest Lake. And then I was supposed to have a game yesterday at like 1:15, and I'm like, I'm not going to make that because I can't even make it. I'm supposed to be in like Mora and then Forest Lake, and then now I'm supposed to be in Minneapolis, and I'm like, but like we kind of talked about earlier, it goes so fast. But it's just like you said, you get it, the bond in a different way, and that's awesome, right? I even told one of my hockey coaches came to one of the games because we ended up playing his grandson, and it was just super funny because he had mentioned that like that Micah skated just like me or something, which I think is super funny.
That's so cute.
It's cute. There I am, little me in boy form.
I love that. Yeah. It's I never coached my kids. I don't think I'm cut out for coaching.
You're gonna coach your nephew though, maybe one of these years.
Maybe, I wanted to this year, just couldn't get myself to do it. Because my brother was supposed to be his head coach. So I was trying to step up in his in his place and live his legacy, but I just was not in the mental or emotional capacity to do that. But it looks like they're having a good time. So,
that's awesome.
I'm more like the doer, the organizer.
Yeah.
I'm not like good
you want to
at
be the
coaching.
team manager.
Yeah, that.
Where I'm like,
I get to organize all the fun stuff.
Where technically, like, if you think about these volunteer hours, it's such a joke. Like, you have to pay, or you have to do your volunteer hours or pay like $1,200. I'm like, okay, I'm not paying $1,200. But then if you actually think about like the volunteer hours, I do more than 12 hours coaching both these kids. I 12 hours in 1 week.
Your coaching is not your volunteer hours?
No, it is, but like,
oh, okay.
It's way more than 12 hours.
Oh, way more than 12 hours. You guys should get like a discount.
Yeah, I'm going to tell the association I should get next year free.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
You let me know how that goes.
I'd actually like to be free since I coached both kids. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just lucky, not lucky. I'm thankful and blessed that, I get to coach, right? Because I know like at the mite level, there's tons. I mean, I don't know. People are like, oh, I want to coach. And there's tons of coaches, right? But I don't know. I would much rather coach than do any of the
sit in the concessions.
Yeah, that or like be the team manager and schedule stuff. I don't know. I'd probably forget something. I don't know.
It happens. It even happens to the best organizers. I mean,
I know.
Actually, except for my friend Caitlin in Duluth. She is like a type AAA. She's so good at organizing stuff. She took over the Duluth tournament. It used to be the Twin Ports Invitational, and now it's the Siege of Lake Superior.
Oh.
So she took that over last year. So I'm going to give a little shout out to her, and any women out there, go to that tournament because she's a rock star, and super fun tournament first off. And she does a really great job, and she organizes so many things. She's the one person I know that never misses a beat.
I love
never
that.
screws anything up. But yeah. So go Caitlin.
Yeah, go Caitlin.
Go Caitlin.
No.
That is another friendship I gained through hockey. Back to kind of our topic. Wham. So my little sister and I used to play on the same team. And then we would drive up to Duluth when they were a part of Wham, and we'd just do both games up there. And we kind of connected with Caitlin and the other Duluth Rain girls. And then my little sister moved up there for a little bit and joined their hockey community up there. Sure. And then we clicked and became friends. And I do a ton of tournaments with them. I do the Rochester tournament in March. I typically do the Eagle River Pond Hockey Tournament, which is coming up. Unfortunately, they changed it this weekend, so I can't go with them. But friendships, like I've people from Duluth who I never would have ever known without hockey. Like, they're my friends. And I have friends, all over the US and actually all over the world now because I've been able to travel to Australia
Yeah.
and France. Like, I still talk to people that I played with in Australia. So hockey, when I say hockey is my identity, like, it's not just because I want to play all the time and I love it. It is because all my friends are through hockey except for maybe a handful. Like, hockey is my life. Like, it is my identity in so many reasons. For so many reasons, I should say. But
I love that.
Friendships is one of the best parts, I would say.
Yeah. And look how huge the networking is, right? Like, there's so many like opportunities. Like, you meet people and all different walks of life, right? And it's like, oh wow, there's like so many networking opportunities, and yeah, I think it's wonderful.
Me too. And yeah, you can play hockey all over the world, which is my goal, to hit as many places as I can while I can still play.
But there's no limit, right? That's just, you could play. You should try to set the Guinness Book of World Records for the oldest woman to play hockey, and like when you like live until you're like 110, and just keep
Jackie,
skating.
I have already talked about this. So
yeah,
I think it was at the Hurricanes game last year.
What the heck's a hurricane game? I want to go to a hurricane game.
The Carolina Hurricanes. The NHL
for the
team.
Wild. Okay.
Yeah. It's an NHL team. But at one of their games, and I saw this on the internet, they actually awarded the oldest woman that record. And I think she was, I'll have to look, 84. I'm going to have to fact check this and I'll get back to y'all on that. But when I saw that, I was like, I'm going to beat that.
Yeah,
I'm going to make sure that I really don't know how long I want to live because, like, I don't want anyone to ever take care of me.
You don't want to wear diapers?
But no, I don't want anyone to help me go to the bathroom. I don't want to wear diapers. Fair. I'll keep this comment to myself, but it's basically like, if anyone ever has to take care of me, I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Jenna's going to be on a boat in the Pacific.
I joke and I'm like, just take me out back and let me go. But anyways, so if I can make it that long and I'm healthy and still playing hockey, which I plan to be, then yes, I am going to do that. I also saw an article about a guy, this was maybe 5 years ago, something like that. A man in St. Cloud was like 97 years old, still playing in St. Cloud, Minnesota.
Really?
Like, they had an article on him. I'm going to find both of these articles and post them when we get these posted. But yeah.
I have a really good idea too, to kind of go along with it.
What's that?
You could try to hit two birds with one stone. So like,
all right. Do I need to take notes here?
Yeah. So like, you could get that world record, right? But then if you start now, you could grow your hair down to the floor and let it curl. So it's like a veil when you have a wedding dress on, or what? No, that's not. No, that's your head. What's the cape thing? My dress didn't have one of them. Like a rat tail or something.
The train.
Yeah.
The train.
Choo-choo. Can you please just start now? Grow your hair out so that it can have a train. Choo-choo. And then you will get the woman with longest hair and the oldest hockey player. And like, think of how rewarding that would be all around.
I'm probably going to have to take some extra vitamins to get my hair to grow that long, because your hair stops growing at a certain point. Like, some people can't grow it past here, just that's how their hair is. And my hair used to get super long, and the older I get, like, I feel like it's not growing as fast.
Yeah,
it's
so
like
if you start now and
never get a haircut for
get a haircut for
48 years.
That's right. For 48 years. Little trims, right? Unless you can think of a different one that'd be better to tag team it with. But like, just think of how you'd have the sickest flow. Like, hold on, there's old lady Jenna with her wild train flow. Like,
maybe we should ask our listeners what they think we could tag team on.
Jenna needs to do 2 world records. So if we could figure out like which 2 they should be. We already know one is the oldest hockey woman.
Yeah.
And then we need like a second one. Okay.
Actually, and I'm going to get a little dark here for a second, but I tell people this anyways. So my goal is to actually die playing hockey in the least traumatic way for everybody around me. Like if I just fall over one day and go, like that's how I want to go, playing hockey.
Well, that's dark, but
I know.
It happens. Maybe a heart attack or something. I don't know. I'm not going to play God here, but.
Or I just go to sleep.
Or you go to sleep.
My body just goes to sleep.
I know another one.
Oh, what do we got, Jack?
Longest fingernails. Let those suckers curl.
Oh, man. That's another one. Ew, no way. How am I going to put gloves on with them nasty things on?
It's custom gloves. Okay, I'm probably done. This is totally obnoxious.
Yeah,
I mean, it's great,
Next.
but next. Don't cut it, Tom. Just leave it, because this is life. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? That's so disgusting. How would you wipe your butt if you had those long nails?
Oh my God. Someone probably has to wipe it for you, or you just put the toilet paper between it and
No, you get one of those bidets.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, I have a funny story about those. I'll never get one because of this. My cousin, I went to her house and she had a bidet or whatever, and I was looking, I'm like, what the heck's on your toilet? And I'm looking at it, she goes, oh, that's my bidet. I'm like, do you ever use it? And she just had a baby. And she was like, no, my dad put it in, but it only has one pressure, so it just comes straight out really hard. And I was like, yeah, I wouldn't use that either after having kids. That sounds like a complete disaster. So I was like, well, how does it work though? What happens if something gets on it? So I'm standing in front of the toilet and she goes, I'll show you. And she turned it on and the sucker sprayed right up my crotch. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I just could not figure out, it happened so fast and it was powerful. It was wet, cold. And then I had wet pants and wet underwear. The rest, I had to use her blow dryer to blow dry my crotch and on my pants, and I'm in there opening up my pants and blow drying, and I came out and Tom's like, what happened? And I was like, I just asked Sabrina to see her bidet, and I didn't know it was a power soaker. It was a pressure washer. I was like, so safe to say I don't want one of them.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want one either.
So I don't know how hilarious. Yeah, so don't get one. Don't get long fingernails. Moral of the story is just don't do any of that. And if you have long fingernails, cut them. It's good.
We got so off track.
Oh, very off track. But I don't know. This is about life too, right? And life is about power soakers and wet crotches. That sounds so bad.
I can't even stop.
Oh, that could be a teaser. Life is about power soakers and wet crotches. Come listen to Puck and Buttes for these two little perverts. Just kidding.
You're a pervert and I'm dark.
Yeah, we're those two dark pervs. I can't.
Why is my camera moving like that? Did you see that?
That is so creepy. Did you move it?
Yeah. No, I did not. Oh, I have auto framing on.
Did you do this or something?
I moved to this, so it moved with me, but I had auto framing on. Do we like it oh, I'm blurry now.
Yeah, you can. Oh.
Shoot, I should quit fucking around with shit. Right now.
Why are you all blurry? Now you look like I had just cut.
I know.
Now you look like I cut you out. You know what you look like? You look like those. Me and my cousins used to cut out pictures in magazines and staple them or tape them to a background. That's what you look like. You look like I taped you.
It is so. Why I can't get it
there.
Oh, okay.
Now that we've heard all about that nonsense of perverts and dark wet crotches, I think that's probably just enough for today.
That's a wrap for today, Jack.
It's a wrap for today.
All right. Well, that's a wrap of episode 3 of Puck and Buttes. If you laughed, nodded, or felt personally attacked, good. If you have any relatable stories, please share them with us. And then next episode, what are we talking about?
Next episode, we're going to talk about we've all been there beer league moments and worst injuries that weren't actually from hockey. Or were.
Ooh,
I feel like I'm a walking nightmare, so we could let's just do both. Let's leave a cliffhanger. If you would like to hear about the Zamboni story where I almost broke my legs because they got ran over, tune in next time.
You want to hear the Zamboni story. You want to see the video too, I promise.
Oh, wow. We had to go that far. Yes, there is a video, Jenna, that I didn't really plan on sharing.
I had to call you out.
Okay.
You know that.
All right. Well, I guess.
All right.
We'll have to share it.
Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah. Sorry, Jack. I overtalked you. Don't forget to subscribe and come hang out with us next time. Same butte, same energy, just different episode. See ya.
Bye.